Welcome back to the Run Like a T-Rex YouTube channel and episode 11 of the March to Manchester series. So I've just finished run 1, so it was a tempo session today. So I'll put the session up here, but essentially what it was 2k warm-up, and then it was 2 kilometres at target pace of 4:40 2-minute rest. Then it was 1k at 4:30 pace, 90 seconds rest, another k at 4:30 pace, 90 seconds rest, and a 1k cooldown. So 2-1-1. I'm not one to blow my own trumpet. I absolutely battered that workout. Yeah, proper little confidence boost. So yeah, confidence was kind of growing last week after doing a bit of speed work and some quicker paces and feeling a little bit more comfortable. So I intended not to go out too hard on the first K of the 2k set. I think it was 4:42, and then managed to ramp up for the second one, so it's 4:36. So yeah, essentially a 4:39-ish average, so below the 4:40 mark. And then my other Ks were 4:25 and 4:26. So and felt like they were hard work. I was pushing, but not, oh my god, I can't wait for this to end. My lungs are exploding, my legs are falling off. I felt like within myself, but like a kind of a controlled effort, which I suppose is kind of what you want. So yeah, I just feel like after being back at it for a couple of weeks now, doing a bit of speed work, and the deload week last week helped, just having a bit lower volume but still doing some quick stuff in there. So I just feel a bit more sprightly through. My ankles, for one, I feel a bit more like I've got a bit more spring in my step. But yeah, my legs certainly feel like they've got a little bit more in them. I feel a little bit more fluid just through the sort of the hips, and like my stride length is a little bit longer, but without me having to. It's just naturally longer, either through flexibility, strength, and a bit of both. So yeah, really good strong start to the week. Again, left at 5:20. Pretty much an entire session done in daylight, which is good for everybody's morale. So yeah, feel really good. So try not to get run over, because that would derail progress somewhat. So yeah, good little confidence boost. Tomorrow's session, so today's Tuesday, tomorrow is, I'm treating it as my easy run. I'm leading one of the groups at Massey, so we're going to do a Fartlek session actually, but I'll run relatively within myself and all that kind of stuff. So and obviously I won't film that. So yeah, the next time you'll see me will be for my third run of the week, which I think is another, I think it's like an interval session. So I think, look at that, 3k warm up and then 12 lots of 400. So that could get pretty spicy. So that might, yeah, that might test the confidence of this newfound speed I've talked myself into having. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I shall see you then, hopefully in the sunshine. Right then, time for run 3. Bit of a change of plan. So yeah, I'll walk this bit. So I'd originally intended to do the Wednesday night session because I was leading. It was just an easy group run. Then I had a bit of a change of heart, and we had a couple of people who were resting a few niggles and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to do a 40-minute fartlek session, but from a fixed point. So a bit like the Lurf session that I did, for anyone that's seen that. So basically it's a 250 metre stretch of pavement, and it's basically from point A to B, if you like, is sort of tough. It's sort of 5k pace, and then you turn round, come back 100 metres, you've got sort of a short recovery, you then turn round, and then you've got the 100 metres back to the end of point B as a tougher effort. So again, like 2 different type of paces, and I was doing that sort of 400 metre pace, and then you've got the long 250 metre recovery back there. Really good session, really enjoy it. Everyone seemed to enjoy it, but it meant that people who were, you know, people had the ability to sort of stop and stretch calves, Achilles, glutes anywhere else, it was giving them particular jeb, but without feeling like they were getting left behind on the session, which was great, because that's part of, you know, the social side is the most important, but obviously making sure people didn't feel like they were holding people up or anything like that. Not that anyone would ever like accuse people of doing that. We always circle back if people are struggling, but it's just, it removes some of the social convention about people worrying about that sort of thing, because it's essentially their session, which is good, because it meant I could sort of properly give it my beans, but I was kind of within everybody else, so I was, yeah, I pushed it quite hard. So yeah, that means I'm now doing my easy run today instead of originally it was going to be Wednesday. So the session that I've essentially swapped out was looked quite spicy actually. So I think it was 3k warm up, and it was 12 lots of 400 with like, I think, a minute or minute and a half rest in between. I'll put it up here what the actual session was as prescribed by runner. So yeah, so I thought, no, let's you know, swap that one out, keep my easy run, because my legs were a little bit tired. I didn't stretch everywhere properly, but it was some, yeah, my hip flexors and my glutes are still a little bit tired. So nice, easy, gentle 10k run on the cards. I'm about halfway through, so that's what I've done instead, because yeah, I've got my first over 30k run to do as my long run. So yeah, it's marathon training has arrived, you know, those long 20-mile runs that you kind of envisage. That's what I've got to do on Sunday. So I thought, you know, that's the primary focus for the week, that's the most important session. So, you know, as important as the interval session, the 400-metre session would have been, just getting some time on feet, but allowing myself to hopefully be in a slightly fresher for my long run was more important. So that's what I've basically done. So yeah, so that's the plan. It's a little bit warm, it's kind of caught me out a bit, even with the wind. It's yeah, I could have got away with just a normal short sleeve t-shirt, not a long sleeve one, and certainly not one that's as thick as this. I am cooking. So yeah, really good, plodding along. DJX on Spotify, keeping me entertained. So yeah, just gonna plod along and then yeah, get ready for school run. Quite love an early Friday finish, always good. So yeah, on we plod. Right, 10k easy done. So fairly steady, probably a little bit quicker than I should have done, but just under the hour mark. But oh, got caught out by the heat. Definitely warmer than I was expecting, and yeah, didn't hydrate anywhere near enough this morning. I think it's now, what is it, 2:45. I've had a glass of squash and 2 cups of tea, and that's all I've had today. So yeah, nowhere near enough. So my own fault, but there we go, such is life. So yeah, time to stretch, recover, eat and all that kind of stuff for the long one on Sunday. So that'll be fairly tough. It'll be the longest I've ever run by about 2.5 miles. So yeah, we'll probably push me out of my comfort zone. That's what we're here for. So yeah, time for run 3 to be finished, ready to start run 4. Right, Sunday long run time. I am about 6.5k in, so about 4 miles. So about 20%. I've got 20 miles on the card today, which I'm trying to not be intimidated by. Not easy, because it's about 2.5 miles further than I've ever run before. But let's be honest, that 17.5 mile didn't exactly go brilliantly. So yeah, a few more gels on board. Brought some water with me as well, which I didn't do last time. Which you're probably shaking your head at, thinking, you utter moron, what are you doing? But yeah, it's tell you what, it's warmer though. Short sleeves, sunny's on, and taking my marathon shoes for a spin, which I've affectionately nicknamed my Pink Panthers. So I've got a pair of bright pink Adios Pro 3s on, so which I managed to get about 70 quid off. So yeah, bargain. Ah, bugger, footpath's disappeared. Right, I have to take this carefully. So yeah, 4 of the way down, no, 20% of the way down. Let's not give ourselves an extra 5%, we've not done yet. Yeah, it's going to be traffic dodging now, so on we plod. Right, just coming through Hampton and Arden. Lovely sunny day. Spring's here, folks. Daffodils are out in force. So show that to my daughter Grace when we get home. They're her favourite flowers. So yeah, nice gentle run in the sunshine. One foot in front of the other. We're after, yeah, just forward progress. That's all we're after. Pace will be what it will be. 7 weeks a day is race day. Today is not. So yeah, on we plod. Right, about just coming up to 8 miles in. Check this place out for a pad. Bloody Nora. It's coming through Barston. Really nice. I'm enjoying this route. Trying to keep to as much roads as possible because I'm trying to keep my Pink Panthers clean, to be honest. Greenway, although the fact it's been dry for about a week and a half now, it's not really been warm enough to dry it, so it's still pretty bogging. So yeah, country lanes, country music, spring in the air. Not a bad way to spend a Sunday in my opinion, but there we go. So feeling reasonably good. Nothing, not too tired or anything. Right knee's a little bit gripey going downhill. I think that might be just a flexibility issue with my hip flexor. I've had it before. So yeah, now the mileage is really ramping up. I've been trying to get good at stretching stuff after runs, but yeah, I cut it a bit fine on Friday when I did my last easy run, and was then straight out on the school run. So I didn't get a chance to, I just did, you know, calves, hamstrings, quads, but forgot, well, ran out of time to do hip flexors and glutes. So unsurprisingly, they're the ones that are a bit tight today. So yeah, check this out. Is it anywhere better in the sunshine than the British countryside? Might be a little bit biased, but yeah, just makes you feel good. Weather's finally on the uptick after a pretty long autumn and winter. So yeah, nice to be running in the sunshine, short sleeve and t-shirt. After yeah, I mean, some of the early runs were had about 17 layers. I looked like I was climbing Everest. It was ridiculous. So yeah, enjoying it. So maybe up to 13k, so 8 miles. Right, on we plod. Right, 23k down. So yeah, Hampton and Arden, East Coates, Barston, Borsall Common and Burton Green all dispatched. Just making my way down Westford Heath Road. So yeah, feeling okay. It's quite warm, but I'm just trying to keep it around the 6-minute K mark. Just trying to run nice and even. I had to stop a few times because my right hip flexor's giving me a bit of jip. Nothing major, just a bit tight, a bit fatigued. So yeah, one of those ones. Feeling pretty good. Less than 10k to go. So hopefully just under an hour to go. Oh, just one foot in front of the other. That's what this is about, isn't it? So yeah, on we plod. Right, 31k complete. That's me done. That was mega hard. it was hot, and yeah, just battling my hip flexor for like the second half of it. It just made my knee really gripey, so I'm to constantly stop and stretch my hip flexor and my quad to try and release my knee a little bit so it wouldn't gripe as much. But then it was just hard work getting momentum back up again in the late slowly season. So, but I got it done. I'm really proud of myself. I've never run that far before. It's warmer than I was expecting. Yeah, prospect of another 11k on top of that, yeah, but we've got 7 weeks to work on that, plus race day, and yeah, there'll be water and fuel stations and stuff to keep me hydrated and fueled en route. So I ran out of water about 4k from the end, so yeah, I need to go have a nice drink. But yeah, good week of training, enjoyed that. It was hard work, but I felt like I gave a good account of myself, which is kind of all you can ask. I've given it everything in each of my runs. So yeah, 7 weeks to go, less than 50 days. That's properly sneaking up now, so yeah, feeling good. Training in the sunshine always helps. So yeah, we'll call it quits there. My new shoes were good, they were comfy. Only problem was at about 15 miles or so I noticed they were too loose, so stopped to tie my laces and probably overdid it. So for the last 5 miles they were too tight, so yeah, somewhere in the middle would have been nice, but there we go. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Hope anyone who's racing today, and it's the Cambridge Half, Lisbon Half Marathon, Chester 10k amongst others. So yeah, if you're racing, good luck, hope it goes well. Cracking day for it as long as you're staying hydrated. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.